Welcome everybody to the show. Wrestling Talk Show, the Wrestling Fan and we are back here, ladies and gentlemen. This is our push. It's Gimmicks Talk Show. We have some great items on the table, which we're going to get to in a little bit because we had some great. We actually got a great item added to the Fisher Wrestling Museum. I'm sorry, folks. To the Fisher Wrestling Museum, and then we did a great couple of signings with some talent, and we got some great items, and we got one of a kind item here that we're really excited about showing everybody. Oh yeah. So let's get this bad boy kicked right off, baby. That's right. Oh yeah, it's a good time, folks, that we turn around. We say to everybody, a certain gimmick that we think got over and deserves to be recognized because of the hard work and what you're giving. My gimmick this week is actually a gimmick of local people. I'm going to go with the Spirit Squad. I was thinking about that. I was like, you know something? Nobody really remembers that by now. I'm going to do that for my gimmick of the week. Just like, yeah. The Spirit Squad, definitely. Obviously, you guys know Dolph Ziggler, Nikki. Nikki was in that. The giant bunch of guys. There were a bunch of cheerleaders, male cheerleaders. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious, folks. But yeah, I chose them. I thought it was great. It was something different, too. Well, they were the tag team champions, and they were the first tag team to ever share with 5 people. They were also one of the first tag teams to face in a wrestling match. Shawn Michaels, thank God. Yes, and they were also the first tag team to take on Nick Foley on a WWE stage. Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. But I did like the Spirit Squad because not only they were male cheerleaders, which was different, you've never seen that, but it was also entertainment, and every single one of them was on as a cheerleader. Right. You know what I mean? So they made you believe that they were cheerleaders with some kind of high. They had the trampoline and everything. It was great. My gimmick of the week, we're going to go with Socko, Bob Holly. Oh, God. Now, the reason why I go with him is not just because Bob Holly is a nice guy, but it's because of the simple fact. Back in the day, it was big on gimmicks. And at this time when he came in, the gimmicks are kind of fading. And here comes somebody that just had a race car. And people had no idea what the hell he was doing. And even with their promos and stuff, like, there was no point of it. It was just driving around, and you kind of thought, okay, well, maybe they're coming out with another race car, because they had race cars. Well, all of a sudden, he came out to wrestle. When he came out to wrestle, it's like, wow, this dude can wrestle. Yeah, exactly. We weren't really doing gimmicks, so how does this guy fit in? So he moved up, and he moved up, and he moved up, then he started taking tag team go, then he ended up turning into, Bob Holly, and, Hardcore Holly, was it Bodacious Bob? No. Yeah, not Bodacious Bob, or whatever the hell. So he got Bob, but just the Spark Plug gimmick really made him grow and became somebody more than what he was. He came to the X-Pac. 1, 2, 3 kids time. Now, we do have a lot of new items for the Wrestling Museum. If you get something new, sign us up. This will be the show that we'll show and let everybody know. We got this right here. It's a classic Superstar 2-pack of Bret Hart and Yokozuna. This is a 2-pack that I personally love myself. This is a 2-pack that was very hard to find, and it was the first 2-pack and it was actually the only 2-pack that they made when the lettering on the side was so big. And they said that they did that because of Yokozuna to sell the Yokozuna figure. And what they were actually trying to do is a test run to see how that actually looked. Right. Then they would try to do that on the single boxes, and they decided not to release them because it was too big for a single package. And when they came out with a series after this, the names that were in the pack took up so much room they could not do the big writing. So this is the only box that had to be right. It's like you said, they wanted people to notice the Yokozuna. Now, the only thing that sucks about this pack is, obviously, folks, it's not signed yet. We're there yet. Bret Hart we can get done, but it's like Yokozuna. It's like, no, we just can't do it. No, you're right. It sucks, but Now, we also attended a women's expo a few weeks ago, maybe about 10 days ago. They had Layla and Justin Gabriel. Now, Layla was nice enough. We have a couple of new, if you want to hold that bad boy up, a couple of new pictures. We got 4x6s, 8x10s also. And she was also nice enough to sign a bunch of sets of cards for us right here. If you want to grab some of these right here for us. So it was pretty cool. We thank you, Layla, for signing up for us. It really means a lot to us. Definitely. And also, Justin Gabriel was there. Now, this is a Justin Gabriel figure that he did sign for us at the show, and we appreciate you doing that. And he also signed every single card that we had for him. He took the time, signed every one, and there's actually these
What's unique about him is he signed J. Sorry, folks, well, these are the first items that he's ever signed, just the initials. He took out the 450 on. We also have the actual, flyer that he was on, and we also have some a picture that he also signed as well. So we thank you, Justin, for doing that. And also interested in sending us some gifts. We do appreciate it. Now, you guys see some things on it by the Bang Bang Man. That's right, Mick Foley was in town in Providence, Rhode Island. We were able to attend the event, myself and my wife. If you have the opportunity to go see him at a comedy show, do so. It does come with a meet and greet, a question and answer period. So you get to meet him. You just don't have to worry about going to an autograph signing. His comedy shows are funny as hell. I personally enjoyed it. I love the stories he told. It was educational. I see my wife laugh a few times. She had a good time with it. So this is definitely something that you do want to go to.
Go out, have a good time, enjoy yourself.
Foley was nice enough to sign some items for us. He also raised money for a charity called Rain.org. It's a great charity about women that gets beaten and awareness on that and charities. Check that site out. It's a good site to go to. He does sell some items for it. We have the new Mick Foley Blu-ray disc that comes with a generic Socko. Now this ain't a real Socko. This is mandatory print. He signed that for us. Got that. We got the Cactus Jack classic superstar figure signed to the official wrestling museum. Thank you, Foley, for doing that. We got the Titantron. I believe that's the Titantron Live Series 1 figure. And we also have a 2-pack with The Rock and him. This is actually when they were getting ready to do the Rock and Sock connection. And they were already on TV by the time they released it. Right. But this was supposed to be released while they were doing the actual feud one-on-one.
I missed the Rock and Sock connection.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it really was.
So that's pretty cool to get that signed. And we also got 2 other items. These 2 items really mean a lot. This is a picture that was signed, and it's when he's dropping the elbow drop, and Chris Jericho at the WrestleMania, the Hall of Fame stage. CM Punk's in the picture. He signed that. That's pretty cool. And he also signed, this is an official Socko made by Mick Foley for the official wrestling museum. He made a special version of a bloody eye one. So we thank you, Mick, for taking the time for making one of these. This is the second actual Socko that we have to part of the official wrestling museum. The other one is a Do Love Socko from SummerSlam when he took on Triple H. We're not technically counting this one right here. That's the package. This is a generic one.
Yeah, everybody has that.
And everybody can go to the officialwrestlingmuseum.com to see it. If you have any questions or you want to see any of the new items that we have coming up, you can always follow us on Twitter, wrestling_museum. Just drop the sheet. Friend us at facebook.com/theofficialwrestlingmuseum. Or subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling Museum. Watch the videos, see it. Now remember, we do videos on multiple sites.
Right.
But YouTube is just the main host. And there's also been issues with the viewing things going up and down.
Yeah, that thing's all messed up.
YouTube, but definitely check it out. But these are some great items, so I want to thank Layla, Justin, and definitely Mick Foley for taking the time to doing that for us.
Thank you very much.
It's just great. Let's continue with the show and get ready to do that. Don't push it. Don't push it. Don't push it. So each and every week we're going to push somebody. Pick somebody that deserves to have a push either now or in the past. Who do you think it is?
Okay, my push of the week is somebody who is actually part of 3MB right now, and I'm actually going to go in the past when he was a singles wrestler. I'm talking about Drew McIntyre. That guy, they had him taking people out left and right. He was getting pushed so well, and then all of a sudden, WWE they crapped on him, and now he's with 3MB. I'm not saying 3MB's bad. They're good at between. Yeah, they're good to a point. I I wanted Drew to actually make it.
Well, he started to get what you call shit on because him and his ex-wife at the time, Tiffany Terrell, had a big brawl, and it was during a time that WWE was around, so they're like, nope. But Drew McIntyre definitely has the opportunity to become a major impact player to the U.S. Intercontinental title.
I see him getting his old gift back.
I can definitely see him in time doing that, and he may be able to hold the world title at that point. So I don't know if he's WWE yet, the title, but for that title.
Right, yeah.
For me, the push of the week is I'm going to go with Billy Gunn. But during the period when he won the King of the Ring, there's a running gag in a locker room that, it's just a Billy Gunn. And if you hear that, it's when you're somebody and you're made somebody major, but they don't do crap with you.
Yeah,
kind of like if Damian Sandow, he won the Money in the Bank, but they never say he's Money in the Bank. They never have him let the briefcase, he never cashed it in. So you won the title, what were you? He won the King of the Ring, it was Mr. Ass, and when it went over, I know they were trying to get rid of the King of the Ring, but if you're trying to get rid of it, why do that to Billy Gunn? You know what I mean? I think he was somebody that could bring a whole new edge to it, and I think it kind of would have went good for him.
I can definitely agree with that. Billy Gunn was one of my favorites, part of the New Age Outlaws, obviously, another fantastic tag team. But yeah, I can definitely agree with Billy Gunn, the one Billy Gunn, I'm an ass man.
Oh, and then t-shirt and everything.
But yeah, I definitely like that. Billy Gunn, I mean, if he ever did come back to wrestle, I think it might be too late for him now, obviously, but I could definitely have seen him champion. I would have loved that. It would have been fantastic.
Yeah, and well, he has done some appearances with Road Dogg and house shows,
Right.
They were on and stuff, but I think as a full-time work, I think he's kind of out, he's doing more like behind the scenes.
Right.
Thank you guys for tuning in this week to push the Gimmick of the Week show. We will be back again next week, and check all the episodes that we have coming out. Thank you guys very much, and enjoy your night. Take care.